Hello everyone, my name is Nina and welcome back. So as you might be able to tell, there is a new background. There's not a lot going on. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I want to do for our background. It looks a lot better in person because I actually have like fairy lights all around my curtains. But I don't think that you guys can see that, or if you can, you can't see it very well. I'm trying to figure out something, okay? I'm trying. But I just think that it's a little bit better than a boring couch. So yeah, I'm right here from my bedroom instead. So today's video might need to be cut in half. So I'm thinking that rather than making a long 10-minute video per week, I can just make 2 5-minute videos, like 1 5-minute video per week, but 2 on the same story, if that makes sense. Kind of feel like right now, I kind of feel like I have to hurry up if I want to get this story like said. And I don't want to have to hurry any of these stories. I think that they're really good and that they take some time because they have a lot of explaining as a part of them. They need that explaining, and so I don't want to have to or feel like I have to hurry myself in saying those stories. So before we get started, just make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Also, you can hear the bell icon so you get notifications every time that I upload something. And make sure that you leave me a comment, stories that you would like to hear if you know of any. Without any further ado, let's get ready for Spook Sesh. So today, I will be diving into the mystery of the Dyatlov Pass. We start in Russia in the year 1959. Igor Dyatlov is a 23-year-old radio engineering student at Ural Polytechnical Institute. He loved skiing and hiking, and so that year he assembled a group of 9 people, mostly students like him, to accompany him on an expedition through the Ural Mountains. The expedition would take 16 days and it would cover 190 miles, or 305 kilometers. The group was conformed of 8 men and 2 women. They were all certified grade 2 hikers, and if they were able to complete this expedition, they would be awarded with the grade 3 certification, which was the highest hiking certification at the time in the Soviet Union. On January 25th, they start their actual expedition. They take a train to a town named Ivdel, and then they take a truck to a town named Vasai. Vasai was going to be the last inhabited place that they would see for the next 16 days, so they make sure to spend 1 more day in there just to make sure that they're loaded up on enough supplies. On January 27th, so 2 days later, they embark on their way. Except the next day, one of their group members, Yuri Yurin, she complains about not feeling very well and she returns to Vasai. On January 31st, they arrived at a wooded valley, and then they hid their surplus of supplies that they had just so that they could use them on their way back. And it isn't until the next day, on February 1st, that they moved through the pass that would later be named the Dyatlov Pass. Now, we don't know a lot about what happened to them. All that we have are their notes that they took while in this expedition, and also pictures that they took while in this expedition. So from those things, investigators were able to come to the conclusion that night they had been able to set a camp on the opposite side of the pass. Now, during the day, a snowstorm deviated the hikers, making them go west. So they actually ended up in a mountain that has a name that I don't know if I will be able to pronounce very well. it is called Kolatsiaku or something along those lines. I'm very sorry, but basically it is in the language of the indigenous people that live around there, and it basically means dead mountain. Now, rather than going back down from the mountain, they decided to spend the night at the slope of the mountain, and it is recorded that temperatures over there were really low. I have the numbers. It looks like they were from like negative 25 to negative 30 degrees Celsius, which is the equivalent to negative 13 to negative 22 Fahrenheit. So they were really cold. Now, as I'm sure that you guys remember, Yuri Yudin had actually stayed behind in Vazai. So Dyatlov had arranged with her that he was going to send her a telegram whenever the group was back in Vazai so that they could meet up again. And whenever that didn't happen, a week later, the day that they were actually scheduled to return to Vazai, Yuri was actually the one to contact the authorities. Now, the head of the Ural Polytechnic Institute, that's the institute that Dyatlov and them attended, actually assembled a rescue team to go find them. On February 26th of that same year, a group of students from Ural Polytechnic Institute found the hikers' tent. Now, they were all 9 people were sharing one tent. It was a big tent. But the tent was cut in half from the inside. And there were a lot of belongings from the group inside of the tent still, including their shoes, or some of their shoes. So around the tent there were actually some footprints of people, whether wearing like socks or just wearing one shoe, or some people that were barefoot. So, and you guys must remember that this is like a really, really, really cool place. So just keep that in mind. That's one of those weird things that we don't know what happened. Now, they followed the footprints, and this took them to the edge of the woods. It was about 1.5 kilometers from the tent. And over there, that's where they found the dead bodies of Yuri Krivonyshenko and Yuri Doroshenko. They were both in their underwear, and they were both shoeless. Now, right above the bodies, there was a pine tree that had some branches that were broken, that were like 16 feet or 5 meters above the ground. And that led them to believe that at least one of those men had climbed up that tree to try to look back maybe at the tent or look around to see something. Now, between the pine tree and the tent, they found 3 more bodies. They found the body of Mr. Dyatlov. They found the body of Zinalda Kolomogorova, and they found the body of Rustin Slobodin. Now, despite of how hard they searched, they weren't actually able to find the remaining 4 members of the group until May 4th. The search, as you remember, started in February, so this was months after they had found the other people. And they found them deeper into the woods, around 75 meters away from the closest other body that they found, and that's around 82 yards. Now, their bodies were found in very weird circumstances, and the autopsy shows some very weird stuff that makes up for some very weird theories. But this is where I'm leaving this video for tonight. I'm sorry. I hope that you guys are not way too mad at me for leaving it like this. This is just, it's kind of a long story, and again, like I said, I don't want to have to cut anything out. I don't want to have to rush through it, mostly because like there's some theories for this case. Like, I've said some weird theories for other cases, but for this case, like, this has some weird theories, like Yetis, but I'll get into that later. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like I said, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hi guys, this is post-production Nina over here. I just wanted to stop by and let you guys know that I actually opened a Redbubble store. Yeah, I have some merchandise now. Obviously this merchandise is not like in any way related to my YouTube channel. I'm not putting like my face out there in some shirts and stuff, like nobody wants that. But my merchandise is actually about my illustrations. If you guys didn't know, I post illustrations to my Instagram account, and I thought that some of them were really cute, and so I wanted to see them in phone cases and notebooks and stuff, and now people can purchase them. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the link to that store down in the description box below, and if you guys like this, please make sure that you share that link with other people. That would help me out a lot. Thank you guys. This is it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.